morning. Happy Monday, all Empathic Sensitive Souls. How are you doing? How was your weekend? Last week we had, I can't even remember what card we had. Oh my gosh, my mind just went pshoo. I blame that on early Monday morning, and I am not quite awake yet. It has been a busy, crazy weekend. I'm not quite sure why. I'm not quite sure what all transpired that required me to be busy. And then Sunday, man, I was so exhausted Sunday. I took a great big long nap in the morning. But I felt much better and was up and at it by the afternoon and got all sorts of things accomplished. Are we ready for our card draw this morning? One already popped out. It's a very interesting card. It is the Rescue card. I love the rainbow coming out of the tower. There's a balloon with a person looking, an island. Very interesting, very pretty card. Rescue. You are always safe and secure and free to be yourself. Now that's really hard to do because the way society is, the way the media is, even in the workplace, you are required to not be who you truly are because most people don't understand or necessarily like who I truly am. People find me weird or bizarre or what is wrong with you? Just because I'm not the stereotypical middle-aged woman in my workplace, they find me different. And I'm okay being different. I prefer to be different. I don't want to be cookie cutter. I don't want to be like everybody else. What fun is that? But it becomes trying when people always give you the sideways glance. I have finally now, after working there for, I swear, a millennia, don't care. I don't care. You look at me weird? I don't care. I can look at you weird too. And the message in the book says, asking for help isn't easy. However, that's what you need to do to expand your life. If you find yourself troubled, you can expect help with whatever issue is at hand. You only need to ask. Assistance will come your way. The most important support you can get is from spirit or higher self or God or your angels. Get into a right relationship and you'll see many conditions line up as if by magic to provide you with the help you need. Ask and you will receive. There's no need to fear. Safety is a place within. And it's something that I started doing, probably a year or two ago when I started having to drive back into work, is because where I live there's so many deer and raccoons and possum and skunks and there's so many animals running on the road. I would say a prayer on my way to work. And it always starts with, I am safe. And I say that to myself periodically throughout the day. I am safe, I am safe, I am safe. Because that gives me the knowing, the knowledge that I am safe. And sometimes we need to hear somebody tell us we're safe and that somebody can be you. And when you are a feeler, and especially emotions, knowing that you're safe and it's okay to feel the emotions roll in and you can let them roll back out. Half the time when I'm at work, I get slammed into by, there's a lot of anger and frustration and just exhaustion there that I let it roll in and I roll it out. It's not mine. Now, are there times where I'm angry? Yeah. Are there times where I'm, exhausted and frustrated? Oh, yeah. But I find myself realizing it's not mine. I don't have to carry everybody else's emotional baggage too. Because I'm safe. And I set up that boundary in me, around me, that I'm safe. I'm okay. I will always be okay. I am safe. I have that faith that I'll be just fine. And sometimes we rescue ourselves. We don't have to rescue others, but we rescue ourselves. And when you're an emotional person, an emotional being, and you're feeling all the feels, realizing it's okay and you're safe, a lot of times will calm your nervous system down, that you can process through the emotions, even if they're not yours. I find myself struggling most days with, again, there's a lot of anger, there's a lot of frustration, there's a lot of, you're kept in the dark because you don't need to know. But if you would tell me, it would help so much easing my worry and my anxiety, that it would make the workplace a little bit more pleasant to be at. But upper management doesn't see it that way. And it's very frustrating. Or they assume that we already know. And who's going to tell us? I work in an office by myself. I have a coworker that works in an office by herself. And if she doesn't know and I don't know, then we don't know. But to be okay with yourself. And then to remember that it is okay to ask for help. Now, in my workplace, asking for help is, well, you should already know. Well, how am I supposed to know if you don't tell me? Well, I told you, 10 years ago? It gets very frustrating because I know there's going to be backlash whenever I ask for help. So I rarely ask for help. But I know if I push enough and say, I really don't remember how to do this, or can you just help me to understand what it is that I'm doing, type of thing. And when I put it in those kind of terms, it's like, I'm getting frustrated too. If you want me to do this, then please explain it. Otherwise, you can do it, and I'm walking away from it. And because they don't want to do it, then, oh, well, here, let me explain it to you, kind of thing. Sharing knowledge does not make you less. It makes you smart, because you're sharing that knowledge, you're explaining, you're helping others. But a lot of people, especially in my workplace, they hold the knowledge because it makes them smarter, and then they can say, oh, well, she didn't know how to do it. I told her how. Did you explain it fully, or was it an overview? Did you go into depth? Did you tell me, 5 minutes ago or 5 years ago? And again, then it can become very frustrating for me when it's pointed out that I don't know. Well, of course I don't. Did you tell me? Well, yes, I did. Well, when? Now, because you told me once, 5 years ago, I'm supposed to remember? If I don't take notes and I don't do something multiple times over and over and over and over again, it doesn't stay in my head, and there is no memory of it. Is that a problem with my brain? Probably. But you know what? In the grand scheme of things, this is so full of information. The filing system is pretty much psychotic. So I don't know how I can cram anything more in the files in my head without something exploding, and things, I lose them. That's how I explain it. There's so much stuff up here, I can't keep track of it all. My filing system, I'm a piler, not a filer, so things get a little haphazard in my brain. And if you tell me something once, even if you say, I need you to remember this, if I'm not writing it down, taking it seriously, and putting it in my notes somewhere, either on the computer or in a notebook, I'm not going to remember. So trying to rescue myself to know that I'm okay enough to ask for help, and it's okay to ask for help, and I'm not less of a person, I'm not as smart as someone else because I'm asking for help. It's just I haven't learned it yet. And I had to teach the kids this in school when they're not getting good grades. I said, but are you learning? You don't go to school because you know everything. You go to school to learn, but you have to participate in class, and you have to ask questions, and you have to learn. That's the whole purpose of school, is to learn. Oh, now, am I upset you're getting a D? Well, it's not a nice grade to be, even though, I like D's because D is Denise, right? start of my name. But in school, C's are pretty good. That's, better than a D can be up your grade. What can I do to help you? It's all learning. So ask for help. Rescue yourself. And a lot of times when, especially I've noticed at work that when I ask questions, suddenly it makes it okay for everybody else to ask questions. It's okay to ask questions. Well, Denise asked, well, then I could ask. That kind of thing. I hope this resonates with you this week. You are always safe and secure and free to be yourself. Be who you are. People don't have to like you, and that's none of your business. And anymore, I really don't care. There's a lady on Facebook, the I Don't Care Club. I think she's on Facebook or on Instagram. Absolutely hilarious. And it's getting to that point in my life where, well, I don't care. I don't care if you don't like me. I don't care if you don't understand me. I'm okay with me. I am safe to be me. I am me. I hope this resonates. I hope you have a fantastic week. Again, if you ever need to work through any of your emotions, if you're feeling less than, if you are on a path and you want to know which direction you need to go, left, right, straight, drop me a line, drop me a comment, reply to my emails. I am here to help as an intuitive emotional healer, a life coach. I love helping people succeed. I love helping making you feel safe, that you can make the decisions you want, and that you have the ability to ask questions. Drop me a line, let me know. Take care, everyone. I'll check back in on Wednesday and see how everyone's doing. Bye for now.